Hello, my name is Hannah Hodgson, and today I will be discussing ethics and biblical worldview in regards to instructional design. To start, we have to define what ethics is. So, ethics are the principles that guide humans through right and wrong, and this is from Cliff and Solveson. And Cliff and Solveson also state that it's between the good and the evil. So, our ethics are our rules of conduct in regard to the education profession that create consistency throughout the profession itself. It's creating a societal norm for the educational profession. So, when ethics is being viewed through the Bible, it's actually pretty clear how ethics is related to the Bible. And I found this really good Bible verse from John 16:13. Howbeit, when he, the Spirit of truth, is come, he will guide you into all truth. For he shall not speak of himself, but whatsoever he shall hear, that he shall speak, and he will show you things to come. And this is, I think, a great way to define ethics in throughout the Bible, because we're being told that this Holy Spirit is essentially ethics. The Holy Spirit's going to listen to what your situation is. The Holy Spirit will speak for your situation and guide you on how to handle the situation rather than the Holy Spirit telling you this is how it should be done, which is now a moral, non-ethic or not ethics. The Holy Spirit is helping you through the situation rather than just telling you do this to solve the problem. It's guiding you through, and that's essentially what ethics is. Ethics guides us through situations that we're not sure how to handle sometimes. In instructional design, we have the Association for Educational Communications and Technology Code of Ethics that provides a guide for professional practice in education, and it's split into three sections. So we have the commitment to the individual, commitment to society, and commitment to the profession. That's from Ricer and Dempsey. The AECT Code of Ethics tells professionals how to handle difficult decisions and difficult situations because our situations are not always going to be black and white. Decisions that we have to make ethically can be gray and fuzzy. It's not always going to be clear. So, the code of ethics really helps professionals in education to determine how to handle these certain situations. And then, after we handle certain situations, we're going to reflect on our professional practice and how we handled it. So, we're going to look back at how we handled that situation with another colleague and decide if how I handled it followed the code of ethics, or if I should adjust it for next time. If it occurs again, here's how I would handle it better. So the code of ethics, it's guiding us through our professional practices and it's helping support us become ethically competent. When we're looking at the commitment to the individual, it's split into technology and resources, diversity, and personal rights. So commitment to the individual is we're looking at continuing our education to make sure we're using all the technology and the resources that are available to us that are going to benefit our students. We are making sure that we're hiding our students' information. Sometimes it happens where a teacher will accidentally project on the screen and not realize that they're still projecting and share some student information. Sometimes it could be intentional, where they mean to share students' private information. And commitment to the individual is that we are committed to making sure that our students' private information is hidden and we are keeping it private because that's our duty as educators. We're making sure that we're protecting our students and we're keeping our students safe. We're making sure that we're protecting ourselves when it comes to the internet. We're making sure that we're keeping ourselves safe on the internet. So, having those safety procedures for how to use the internet for ourselves and for our classroom is in the commitment to the individual. And then we're not partaking in like a rude manner. We're not being rude to others. We are acting professional when we're talking to our students, talking to ourselves, talking to our colleagues. We are being professional and we're not being rude in any way. And then we have our commitment to society. So that's split into representation, personal gain, and professional service. So we're making sure that we're representing our school positively when we are in the community. Even just going to the grocery store, and if I happen to be wearing my school's t shirt and I run into a parent, or I'm just out walking around talking to one of my friends, I need to make sure that if I am talking about a student or a school, that I'm not necessarily using their names. I can talk about how a student was acting, but I don't want to use their first and last name because anybody could be walking around me that might know that student, and it could still come back on to me if I'm talking about a student in public. We're making sure that we're not accepting bribes from our students or our families. So it depends on the type of gift, like end of year gifts could be a little different, but we're not taking money from a student or a parent to raise the student's grade. That our commitment to society is to ensure that we are not letting that happen in our classrooms or around us. And if we do know it's happening around us, we're reporting it. We're making sure that we are unbiased. We're not having any type of bias in the classroom. We're not swaying one way or the other to sway our students' decisions and opinions. We are being very open minded, we are being unbiased, and we are acting in a professional manner. And then lastly, we are creating a positive environment for our students to learn, and we're creating a positive environment as a school. We're having a positive name for the school, for the teacher, for the classroom, to ensure that we are committing ourselves to society and making sure that we are acting in this professional manner to have positivity. And then the last one is the commitment to the profession. So that's professional interactions, research and dissemination, responsibilities related to copyright. Again, it's just acting very professional in a professional manner. A dress code is most of the time we have to dress professional or say business casual. And if you're not following those rules, you're wearing jeans every day to work when you're supposed to be dressing professional. That's the commitment to the profession that you're violating because you're not following your professional duties. We have to make sure we're using school resources appropriately. So I'm using my school laptop to enter my students' grades, to take attendance. I'm not using my laptop to go online shopping and purchase some new sneakers. And then unbiased towards colleagues. We are not being rude to our students and talking about other colleagues. When we talk to our colleagues that say our students see, we are being positive, we are being professional. We're not just shutting them down and being rude and swearing and conducting in an unprofessional manner like our students would be acting. We are held to a higher standard because we are modeling these ethics to our students. So then continuing our ethics and instructional design in our three sections, each one can be found in the Bible. So the commitment to the individual, Matthew 7:7 states, "Ask and it shall be given to you, seek and you shall find, knock and it shall be opened to you." And in my opinion, this kind of opened up the world of continuing our education and asking for help and being professional. I can go to my colleague and ask for their opinion on how I should use this technology or this specific resource. I can go to my educational technology specialist and ask about a certain resource and look into using it throughout the school. I am opening that door to continuing my education. I am making sure that I am using materials and resources that are going to meet the needs of every single one of my students. For commitment to society, Ephesians, I believe I said it right, I can never say it correctly, 4:25 states, "Wherefore putting away lying, speak every man truth with his neighbor, for we are members one of another." This is talking about having a positive community. We need to have a positive community in the school, and the community itself outside of the school needs to see that this school is a positive environment for students to be in. It's a positive area to send your kids to school. We're representing the school positively outside of school. When we're seen in public, we're not talking about other students using full names and not talking about them in a positive manner. We are being unbiased. We're treating everyone with respect. And that's what this Bible verse is stating. And then our last one, our commitment to the profession. Romans 12:10 states, "Be kindly affectionated one to another with brotherly love, in honor, preferring one another." And this relates to just being professional with our colleagues and making sure that we are treating each other with respect. We are talking to each other respectfully. We're not swearing. We're not modeling bad behavior for our students. We're not acting like one of our students to our colleagues. We are being professional. So, ethics in instructional design is definitely found throughout the Bible, and it can help us shape our biblical worldview of ethics.